Hello, hello, hello. Happy Halloween. It's basically Halloween week 2024. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Jaws, and tonight we are studying not really a spooky shark, but more of a colorful fall vibes kind of shark, the white-spotted bullhead shark, Heterodontus ramalheira. So this is a really beautiful species that we saw it last week on last week's stream as part of like this deep water shark collection. I think it's was in that deep water shark guide kind of on a technicality, but it just really kind of captured our eye as a particularly beautiful species. So we're going to be talking about it tonight. And then with the species, like a lot of the lesser known sharks, there's not a lot of material on it. So we're going to be looking at comparable species, other Heterodontus, to kind of like get an estimate of this shark's behavior. And on top of that, we have a special surprise reviewing ghost sharks, which are a really cool group of chondrichthyans. It's commonly known as chimeras, but I really do like that name of ghost shark. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do for Halloween. Hey, Howard, welcome back. Good evening to you as well. Hope you had a great weekend. Actually, before I was going to ask if you had done anything festive, but before I get into that, just want to say thank you so much for this awesome illustration. You nailed the colors on this species. It has a very unique color pattern of these beautiful like autumnal bands, like dark reds and browns, kind of intersecting with the white spots. And I really especially love that this looks like kind of like either the juvenile form or juvenile transitioning to adult form. The adult white-spotted bullhead shark has more of a uniform red pattern, but the juveniles have these beautiful stripes and whorls. So this was a really, really cool illustration. So thank you so much for submitting this. I also love the Smith's swimming crab, which is pretty fun because like I love swimming crabs in general. The blue crab is like the famous North American one. There's also this really cool one, this speckled spotted swimming crab. But what makes swimming crabs really fun is that they use their back limbs as paddles to go through the water column. So it's a pretty cool group, and I actually really like that you capture that as well in this illustration. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing this. This is really, really great. Love seeing your art, and I'd love to see it back. It's been a couple streams, so this looks really, really cool. I mean, the fins are spot on as well. Like, I love that you captured, a lot of bullhead sharks do have these, like, beautiful squared off fins that are really large. And plus, like, the bullhead shark's famous, crests above its eyes. So, this just looks really, really great. I love the proportions and the colors. So, spot on. Thank you so much for sharing this. So, but I hope you, had, oh, I skipped ahead to the, ghost shark. We'll get to that later. But I hope you had a good weekend, and I hope you did some fall stuff or Halloween stuff. I made the mistake of watching The Grudge. Hey, Roy, welcome back. Good to see you. I don't know if you had a chance to see Howard's drawing. This looks really, really great of tonight's species. So white-spotted bullhead shark. So, but I hope you had a good weekend too. I was just kind of sharing. I've been watching. I always do this every year. Like I ramp up my scary movie level, and like as October goes on, I keep watching scarier and scarier movies, and I freak myself out. I just and it's happening now. I definitely am. I'm starting to feel better. I was like on pins and needles this weekend, and just very jumpy and like just watching too much stuff. So like what did I do this year? My girlfriend and I watched Chernobyl, which it's not scary. It's a drama, but it's just so, it's so gross and like dark, and like that was like, oh, that's a rough start to October. And then I've been watching like Destination Fear, which is like a fun ghost show. And I don't really believe in ghosts, but I enjoy like the genre, you know. So watching that, and that's a good little spooky thing. Watched Annihilation, which is actually a really good. That was a really good horror movie, but that kind of like a nature horror movie. With it's Natalie Portman and what's his name? He's Poe from Star Wars. He's Oscar Isaac. There we go. That was a really good movie. That did not get a lot of attention when it came out in theaters, but Oh, Howard, that's awesome. Went to a wicked Halloween party on Saturday, still recovering. Oh my gosh, that sounds awesome. Did you dress up? Was it like a costume party or like a party party? I don't think we're doing costumes this year on my end. But if you guys have costumes, let me know as far as costume ideas. But trying to think what else. Annihilation is a really good movie. It's very creepy but very good. And then finally, I capped out at The Grudge this weekend. I just that was I hate The Grudge actually. Like that was too much. That was too much. So starting to wind back down. I'm glad that November's around the corner. But anyway, that's been my Halloween experience this year. So I feel like as I get older, I probably will watch less and less scary movies. But we'll see what happens. So before we dive in to the videos, I do want to pull up a photo of this shark. And this is the famous one that really caught our attention last week. So this is the Whitespotted Bullhead Shark. And this is a juvenile. So the juveniles has these really unique, beautiful stripes and whorls. And like, look how intricate this pattern is. And I also love that you can kind of see, kind of zoom in, just this like gorgeous eye kind of peeking through this beautiful color pattern with these like it almost looks like tattooed stripes, like these whorls, like in this like intricate arrangement along the body, with this beautiful like speckling of white spots, and then the dark blotches in the back and sides, accompanied by these like gorgeous squared fins, the famous crests of bullhead sharks. The tall dorsal fins, and you can actually even see it's a little washed out, but in this photo you can actually see the spine. So here's a spine right here, and kind of more prominently is the spine back here. So bullhead sharks famously have spines that are, I think the spines are semi-venomous, but they definitely are a deterrent for predation. So if they are bitten, or if a predator like grabs one of these sharks, they will bite down on the spines and let them go. I love this like whorl right here at the caudal, around the caudal peduncle. That's really cool, actually. Yeah, I mean, this is just like it's just like, let me zoom in even further, because it's just like it's such a gorgeous species to appreciate. Oh, Howard, awesome! I just saw your comment. Pirate, fantastic. That's actually I think I think based on like some of your illustrations and the fossils, like I feel like you make a really good pirate. I feel like the pirate fossils, and I'm specifically thinking of that awesome Mako shark illustration with Motorhead. Pirate fits really, really well. So that's awesome. I really like that, actually. That's on brand, I think. So fantastic. But yeah, this shark is just it's cool to see. You got these like, kind of like long vertical cheek stripes here, the beautiful crests. I like this kind of like S curve from the gills to the center of the first dorsal fin. And the first dorsal fin is just huge proportional to the body, so really tall fin. It's really cool to see this like radial spots as well. So large center spot, and then all these other white spots around it. You have another really cool curve here from the mid-body with a dark blotch down to the pelvic fin. The pectoral fin is gorgeous, so huge, beautiful arrangement of like the dark blotches, the kind of cream color base, and then these really nice lines. It's just a gorgeous shark, and what's really cool is again, as this shark gets older, these like beautiful whorl patterns start to fade, and you get into kind of more of a straight color, like a solid color pattern of just orange with the white spots, or like a dark brown with the white spots. So kind of cool Halloween-y vibe overall. I wonder if we can get a picture. This is probably not the best illustration, but this would be more of an adult. And it's not the best illustration where this particular individual, it's kind of like a dark bluish color. You still see the white spots, but you have like a dark bluish with like a little bit of like this kind of rusty color here. But that, I wonder how much of that is the animal in life and how much of that might be preservation as far as like whoever is this individual. There's one more photograph of the species. Let's see again. This one. This is a pretty interesting illustration because this almost looks real, and so based on how accurate this is, I think, well, I suspect they probably got this from an actual specimen. So maybe this dark charcoaly color, maybe that is true to life. This is also an adult, no matter what. This is definitely an adult. You can actually even tell a little bit from the proportion of the fins and the body. It looks a little bit stockier, a little bit chunkier than the first individual that we saw. But it is interesting seeing that the color pattern switches to this like dark charcoal color with a little bit of, again, that rust, that kind of yellowy, sulfury, rusty color. Because I read in the descriptions that it's really typically more red or like dark red, but still completely beautiful shark. The white spots are still there throughout all stages of life, and even more prominent as an adult. So it's actually pretty cool to see. Oop. Audio fuzzy, sorry about that. Let me make some adjustments here. Don't know if that's gonna help, but yeah. So it's kind of cool to see. Just again, it's not just like the colors of bullhead sharks, but kind of the shape, like the proportion of their features. Kind of on that note, I think it would be cool to look at other bullhead shark species for comparison. We don't have any footage of the white-spotted bullhead shark, but we do have quite a lot of footage of different cousins. So I thought it would be fun to take a look at some similar bullhead shark species to kind of refresh ourselves about like bullhead shark movement and bullhead shark lifestyles, including hatching. So bullhead sharks are egg-laying sharks. They famously lay these corkscrew shaped eggs that are, I shouldn't say designed, but like designed to like wedge themselves into rocky crevices. This, I believe, is a horn shark. This is from Monterey Bay Aquarium, so this is a baby horn shark hatching from its egg. Yep, definitely a horn shark, because you could tell with like the black spots and kind of like that nice orangey color. Cute little guy. We'll replay that, and we'll actually slow that down for a better look. Oops, there we go. Oh, actually, let's slow that down to like half speed, not quarter speed. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I believe most bullhead sharks have a conservative shape as far as their egg cases. It's cool to see that this horn shark is poking his head out, doing buccal pumping, so actively pumping water over its gills as he sits comfortably in his little egg case. Beautiful, big, like kind of blue-green eyes, and very cute pinchable cheeks. Very chubby cheeks here for this shark. I think bullhead sharks are cute throughout all stages of life, but especially when they're juveniles, they're particularly adorable. And there he goes, wriggling out of the egg case for his first swim. Or her first swim. This might be a female. And got these beautiful large dorsal fins blending in with kelp. It's kind of like a form of camouflage almost, because these sharks do like to live, this particular species like to live in kelp forests. And so these large fins kind of almost look like fronds of leaves, so that's kind of a cool way to blend in. Thank you, Monterey Bay Aquarium. We love Monterey Bay Aquarium. Oh, cool. Howard, nice footage. To my knowledge, I have yet to identify the white-spotted bullhead's egg cases. Oh, interesting. Good point. Yeah, I didn't see anything when I was kind of preparing for tonight. I didn't see anything about those egg cases specifically either. So I think if I recall from other bullhead shark species, they're quite a bit similar as far as how they lay their eggs. But Here's a familiar favorite. One of this year. I think we did the Port Jackson shark early this year, and this was a favorite. It's Heterodontus Port Jacksoni. These big squashy sharks that are doing completely fine in Australia and New Zealand. No one really fishes for them. No one really wants them, and they're pretty much undisturbed for the most part. These guys love to live in undersea caves, and you can clearly see they like chilling out with each other. And they have a very different color pattern with proportionally smaller dorsal fins. They still have the big faces. They have the spines, although they're a little bit squatter and shorter. And they have a nice cream color base with a few stripes along the body. So very relaxed and chill shark to dive with. Pretty fun. This would be a lot of fun to interact with. I don't know if I would ever be able to go, or I don't know if I'll ever make it to Australia or New Zealand. But if that ever happens someday, this would be number one as far as I would love to encounter this kind of shark. This would be really cool to see. So I forgot how kind of cool and angular the caudal fins are. They look pretty distinguished. But yeah, these guys are couch potatoes, very comfortable, very squashy, like to lay around on the seabed, so I really love this shark. And I think for this stream, it's also a favorite. So, Quackers, welcome back. Welcome back. Happy Halloween week. Squishy and safe. Love it. Hope you're having fun and getting into the festive season. I think I reached my scary movie limit, so I've been starting to detox on calmer, scary things like Coraline and stuff now. So, but I was telling the chat that I watched The Grudge over the weekend, and it was just too much. It was just too scary. That movie does not stop. Here's a new one. I don't think we covered this one yet. This is the crested horn shark, Heterodontus galeatus. So a little bit more subtle features. Still has a classic body plan of all of other bullhead sharks and horn sharks, but this one is a little bit different, where it has kind of subtle blotches, not really stripes. It's kind of cool seeing this individual pivoting along the seabed, try to find a comfortable position as it buccal pumps, so pumps water actively over its gills. And this is footage from the Australian Museum, which is really cool to see. Compared to other bullhead sharks, I feel like the snout is a little shorter. But again, this is another kind of species that does like to just lay on the bottom, chill out. And we could perhaps assume the same for the white-spotted bullhead shark. Which is Tonite species. Probably it exhibits a similar lifestyle. The body plan is very similar to the other three species that we've seen so far tonight. Oh, hey Minjas, welcome back. What's up? What's up? Quackers, scary movie detox is so real. Oh, horror games. Have you been playing anything in particular? I don't really play, but I watch Let's Plays. So the ones that... eyebrows on fleek. Love it. And that's a good point, Roy. Sorry. More angular... sharper and more angular crests. So really much more prominent. Which is cool. It's cool that the English name matches or is accurate for the species description. But I was gonna say, I don't really. That's actually really cool. Those are it almost kind of makes me think of T-Rex crests. It's a really cool look of this group in general. But horror games, I don't really play them, but I do watch Let's Plays. So the ones that I would watch are Amnesia was a big one, like Amnesia, The Dark Descent, and then The Machine for Pigs, which is both are really creepy. Was it Outlast, which is awful? Awful as in very intense. Slenderman or Slender the 8 Pages. I think there's a couple Slender games, and I think that's it. I think the jump scare ones I couldn't really do very well. So, but Amnesia is probably my favorite of the horror games as far as just the atmosphere is really cool, just really creepy. So. This is pretty cool footage of what is potentially a Japanese bullhead shark. So this is from a channel called Fish Biosystem. So I'm just gonna like and subscribe because it's actually, I feel like this species, it's kind of hard to get footage of it in the wild. Usually there's a lot of aquarium footage, but I'm not really supportive of shark aquariums personally, just because it's like sharks are such like large animals compared to other kinds of fish. But here we go. This is a supposed actually, yeah, that does look like a Japanese bullhead shark. Very beautiful, prominent, rusty stripes and blotches along the body. Big boofy face, very cute. Really cool, sharp, triangular dorsal fins. Actually, kind of like has a nice swept back look. And this one is actually really cool to see in comparison to the others. This is clearly a little bit more energetic, or at least this individual is swimming pretty quickly along the seabed. Perhaps hunting for something or relocating. He's so wiggly. Relocating to a different spot. Is this an A case also? It looks like it is. This is a corkscrew shape A case, classic of the bullhead sharks. This one looks a little bit different as far as like, it's definitely the corkscrew shape, but it looks a little bit more extreme, like with that swept back angle. So pretty cool. You can see right here, it sounds a little gross, but these white lines, these are tube worms. So these are worms kind of living on top of the egg case. So it sounds really gross, but it kind of is a cool example of how any kind of structure on the seabed gets colonized by invertebrates, and shark egg cases can provide habitat for tube worms, and it looks like there's like pink bryozoans on here as well. So bryozoans are very strange animals, by the way, and I actually can't recall what they are, because they almost, you're tempted to think they're like sponges or something, but they're not. They're like, I don't know if anyone's heard of bryozoans. We have them in North America. They might be worldwide actually, but they're kind of like these. It's like a series of like it's organisms that live next to each other, and they're like a series of boxes that make it. It kind of makes me think of lichen a little bit, but there's something about them that's really unique and different. I can't remember what it is, but they're not sponges. They're not like arthropods. They're their own thing, I think. So, but yeah, beautiful shark here. The Japanese bullhead shark, really gorgeous. Really cool kind of swept back features. So yeah. Oh my gosh, sorry, I love the comments. Five Nights at Freddy's, love this comment. Shouldn't be nostalgic, but those games feel nostalgic. Amnesia, oh my gosh, yeah. These are great, these are great. Oh, Howard, yes, absolutely. You don't see a ton of footage from Japan, so very nice. Oh shoot, I'm so sorry, I just saw your comment, connection flaky. Sorry about that. I hope it's not on my end. Let me know, guys. Oh, it is on my end. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, this is on my end. Let's see what I can do to make this better. If I switch over back to... let's go back to this. Just a picture of tonight's species. Is this going to help? And actually let me rearrange this so people could see this better. Okay. What do you guys think? Is this a little better? Am I still coming in? I used to, I did a podcast early in the Dr. Jazzy YouTube career, and I remember making like the audio file deliberately crunchy to kind of create this like undersea effect, which I really liked. I thought it was a really cool effect, but unfortunately I think I might be unintentionally doing that again now. So I did update my computer lately, and I don't know if that's causing issues, but okay, awesome. Making maybe some chicken soup in minutes. Oh my gosh, thank you. But anyway, Howard, yes, you don't see a ton of footage from Japan, so very nice. Yeah. I iRefresh works a bit better for me. Yeah, I think it's me. Restart my computer with updates and like it literally took 30 minutes to update because I've kept my computer on too long. Like you know how like you keep your you put your computer in sleep mode, you don't really shut it down, or at least I don't really shut it down, which is really terrible of me. So I did that. I updated it, and I literally took 30 minutes to update it. It's like, oh, this is not good. So I wonder if that interferes with it. So sorry about that. But yeah, please let me know. Please keep me posted. We'll go back to footage, but I think we have one more shark to review. There we go. And then we'll kind of dive into tonight's species, as well as looking at ghost sharks. So, but this is the last one. This is the Galapagos bullhead shark. So this is also, and actually one note, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this because he's reminding me of this. There's something that's kind of interesting about the Japanese bullhead shark, and the Galapagos bullhead shark was doing this as well. Check out how it's like cruising right above the seabed. Like everywhere in the water column, this shark is actually chilling out or like swimming right above the ocean floor. So it's like sticking really close to the bottom, and that's actually kind of interesting to note because you wonder if this is probably a way to make sure. Like maybe a predator avoidance tactic, so like a way to avoid predators by better camouflaging with the bottom or with the seabed from a distance. The Japanese bullhead shark with its ripply color pattern might look like the indentations of sand, so that might be a way or a reason why it's sticking close to the bottom. Similarly, the Galapagos bullhead shark, this one is now resting on the bottom, but as it was swimming, it was sticking close to the bottom as well. So, which makes sense. I mean, these sharks really. I love this face. I love this profile. But these sharks, they spend a lot of their time sleeping on the seabed. So probably sticking close to the bottom makes sense as opposed to swimming up into the water column. But this Galapagos bullhead shark is kind of cool because the other ones we've seen have all these like stripes, the stripy color pattern. This one has like bars, blotches, and spots. So it's kind of cool to see the variety of colors in bullhead shark species. So. I just saw the comments on Five Nights at Freddy's. Has anyone seen the movie? I'm kind of curious about. I probably wouldn't watch it because I don't really. I've never played the game, so I kind of don't get the lore. So I don't know. I mean, like the only thing I'm aware of is that there's like, the different animatronics. There's like the duck or the chicken, the fox, the bear, and there's something else. And if I remember correctly, one of them is especially bad, but I could be wrong. So, if anyone has Five Nights at Freddy's lore, please feel free to leave it in the chat for my education. But yeah, Galapagos bullhead shark. Another cool feature about it before we move on, it's kind of cool to see compared to the other ones. Its body is a little bit more elongate, and I know kind of shorter dorsal spines, longer body, broad fins with all the speckles. So it's kind of cool to see these three species in action, and we won't play the footage, but we'll just kind of get one last really good look at the different bullhead sharks. So, crested bullhead, there we go. Crested bullhead shark, Port Jackson shark, there we go. There we go. And then this cute baby horn shark. And we'll play the horn shark footage again, just because I know some people join a little bit later. So, and plus I can't get quite a good still on it. So, but yeah, to compare the bullhead sharks, we've got tonight's species, the white-spotted bullhead shark, which this juvenile, it already looks really unique compared to the other species with like the whorls and just like that color palette. It just looks so different. The Galapagos bullhead shark, the Japanese bullhead shark, the crested bullhead shark, the Port Jackson shark, and then finally the horn shark, which is kind of like the classic. So, Springtrap is the guy that's real bad. Main animatronics are Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Purple Bunny. Okay, connection chunky again. Shoot, man, what's going on? Let me put a pin in this really quick. There's one more thing I could try, and I think while I'm doing that, let me pull up the horn shark hatching, and I'll play this on half speed. But I'm gonna try something really quick to see if I can help the connection, and also I think it'll be good to kind of show this footage because I know I played this earlier in the stream, but this is a horn shark egg case, and this is a really cool clip of a baby horn shark hatching. So I'll be right back to see if I can fix the connection. So 1 second. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, this should... I'll lay off the footage now, because I wonder how much that's negatively affecting it. So we'll just go into